Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, as a young child, I grew up in the country without any city lights. I would look up to the sky and I would see the stars at night, and they were bright like a light bulb. And I would see the bright moon at night. And I would think oftentimes, wow, what is out there in space? And I used to write NASA letters, and they would send me pictures of the Earth and of the space shuttle at that time. And one day I thought, man, I would really enjoy being able to not only to travel to space, but maybe work with space individuals. This morning, fellow Toastmasters, I'm going to share three things with you. The first, my current job. Two, the organization I work with. And three, our help from space with one of our satellites. First, my current job. For the past 11 years, I've been a congressional liaison for Air Force Space Command up until last year. And in that job, I work with Congress to make sure that they get the information they need regarding our satellites and our space programs. For some, they may not know that Congress actually provides a lot of our funding for our satellites, our government satellites. And so I'm the go-between Congress and the command in making sure that Congress gets what it needs in order to make decisions on our space programs. Number two, who do I work for? Well, from 2009 till 2019, I used to work for Air Force Space Command, which was the space command under the Air Force. Last year, Congress and the President decided to create its own Space Force. So as of January of this year, I now work for the brand new U.S. Space Force. Its role is to help organize, train, and equip our space operators so that they can fly the satellites. Some of you may not know that out east in Buckley, or not Buckley, but Schriever Air Force Base, that's one of the bases where we fly our satellites. The third one is what is our help from space? There are many satellites out there, but one in particular that helps us out every day is what's called GPS. Now, how many of you currently have your cell phone nearby? Let's see, do you have, okay, hold your cell phone up. Excellent, because we're going to do a little practice session here. So some people are familiar with GPS, but they don't know exactly how it works. GPS stands for Global Positioning System. It's a constellation of about 24 satellites. It first started back in 1978 with just one satellite, and now there's 24 that will orbit the Earth. Now, GPS provides three critical things that helps us every day. And it's used with the acronym PNT. The P stands for positioning. So take your phones. If you have a navigational app on there, for me, I use the maps that comes with my iPhone, and pull that navigational app up. Now on mine, you may not be able to see it very well, there's a blue dot. That blue dot indicates my position on Earth. Does everyone else have a dot that they, okay. So the GPS helps you determine where on Earth is your position. That's the P. So that blue dot there shows me where I'm located. The N is for navigation that we use quite a bit. And I was trying to remember before GPS, what did we do before that? We probably just printed out maps and had to follow them. So what I want you to do now is type in 313 Talus TALUS, road. Then press search, that's my address. And then mine shows directions. That is the navigation. It takes you from point A to point B and getting to some location. So we looked at positioning. We also looked at navigation. But the last thing that the GPS helps us with is timing, T. And if you look at the very top of your phone, you probably have a time up there. Mine says 7:24. And every one of the GPS satellites, there's an atomic clock that keeps us on time with the exact time. So our help from Earth, our help from space is GPS, the Global Positioning System, that provides us positioning, our navigation, and our timing. So as you look up in the sky, maybe tonight or one of the nights coming up, and see the stars, or you see a moving light, think about the GPS and think about how that satellite is helping us every day. Madam Toastmaster.